What are my top 5 allocated bourbons on my shelf right now? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we are going to go over my top 5 favorite allocated bottles of bourbon. Now, allocated can mean so many different things. Allocated is different in every single state, every single city, every single little town. Allocation drops are completely different. So my list might be completely different than yours. Some of these bottles might be easier for me to get. Some of these bottles might be easier for you to get. Now, I myself don't have a boatload of BTAC and Pappies and this and that and this and that like a bunch of other people do, but I've been fortunate enough and lucky enough to get my hands on a decent amount of bottles that are considered allocated. But before we get into my bottles, I want to know what your favorite bottles that are allocated that you have on your shelves, the ones that you went out for, you hunted, the ones that are unicorns to you, that you are super ecstatic to have, and that are actually pretty darn good juice as well that you enjoy to drink, or even if they're just ones that you're holding on to for a special occasion. Let me know what those are down below. If you are enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel like you wouldn't believe. Like I said, leave that comment down below. And if you're brand new, smash the subscribe button for your chance to win a bottle of Blantons at 5,000 subscribers. And if you're brand new and you don't know about it, check out the Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can help support the channel like crazy. Join an amazing community over at the Everyday Drinker Discord and whatnot. It's an absolute blast. Guys give away samples. I give away samples. It's a total blast. But without further ado, let's get into the allocated bottles that I absolutely love. All right, so for these bottles, I'm going to try and put them in order on how I seem fit. It's difficult to put them in that order because of how much I absolutely enjoy all of them, some of them on different occasions. Some of them are newer to the collection. Some of them we've had for quite a while, but I'm going to try and put them in that order. So coming in at bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 goes to Blantons Gold. Blantons Gold, this one right here is from overseas, so it's coming in at 700 milliliters, so it's a little bit smaller than the ones that are sold here in the United States. It's bottled at 103 proof. Now, for me, the regular Blantons bottled at 93 proof is just something that is not something to write home about. Blanton straight from the barrel is an amazing pour, but it's, for me, a little much. I think that this right here is a very happy medium in between the regular Blantons and what that Blanton straight from the barrel can be. You're getting a very nice sipper that has those flavors that are packed in there in this Blantons Gold, and I absolutely enjoy this bottle so much, but I don't think it compares to the next 4 that are coming up on this list. Bottle number 4. Bottle number 4 goes to Stagg JR. Now this one right here is Stagg JR batch 15. I also have a batch 18 in the back there. And I think batch 15 to me is a little bit better than the 18. But for the next couple of bottles that are coming up on this list, for an allocated bottle, this one is going to come in at 4th place. Now, these are batched products from Buffalo Trace. They're barrel-proof batched products. They're ranging from, I believe, 6 to 8 years. And this is the barrel-proof low rye mash bill from Buffalo Trace, and it's absolutely wonderful. This one's coming in at 131.1 proof. And you just can't go wrong with this bottle. But the next 3 on the list are, to me, just a little bit better. Bottle number 3. Now, you probably weren't expecting Penelope Rio to come in 3rd place because the other 2 bottles to me are just a little bit better than this. This is the lowest proof bottle that we're going to have on the shelf. Penelope Rio is coming in at 98 proof. And if you don't know about the Penelope Rio, it's a double cask finish, finished in honey barrels and Amarana barrels. Now what that flavor profile gives you is a really nice snickerdoodle honey bun sandwich that is just unmatched to anything else. What I will say at that 98 proof is it's a very easy sipper. It gives you all of those flavors packed full into there and just mashes it so well and so beautifully in your mouth that it is absolutely wonderful. But nonetheless, it's coming in third place. And bottle number 2 is going to go to Russels Reserve 13 year. Now we just did a review on this bottle, and I will tell you that it was absolutely mind-blowing how delicious this bottle was. Now, I believe it is batch 4. It is the first release in 2023. It is laser etch of LLLC, and it's March of 2023. So, it's barrel proof, at least 13-year-old Russell's juice going in this bottle. It's bottled at 114.8 proof, so pretty much 115, and you're getting every single one of those beautiful Russell's Wild Turkey notes in this bottle. Now, going back, Russell's 10-year was one of those bottles that I didn't like in the beginning, and then I really enjoyed the second bottle I had gotten. When I initially got this bottle, I was a little worried myself. I didn't know what I was going to get out of this bottle, if it was going to be reminiscent of the first Russell's 10 I had and just had that overly bitter note in there that I didn't like, or if it was going to be a complete bombshell like the second Russell's bottle I got that was a complete different experience. It was a cherry bomb, it was fruity, it was sweet, had very beautiful notes coming from it. And this bottle right here had that second Russell's 10-year experience for me. It was absolutely delicious, and you just can't go wrong with Russell's 13. We're getting into bottle number 1, and I'm assuming that most of you know what that bottle is, but here it is on the bar top. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. This is batch 10. This is my wedding pour. I've had a couple of other pours out of this bottle. It's been in a couple of blinds. And every single time this bottle has been poured, it has stood out so amazingly. And I haven't had one bad experience with this bottle so far. Now, there could be bad batches of the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, but nonetheless, this batch 10 is absolutely dynamite. It's coming in at 127.3 proof. And at that proof, it's absolutely drinking like it's 110 proof, because there is no burn on this bad boy whatsoever. If I put it in a blind on all 5 of these, I could probably tell you that it would come in first place again. But every day is different, and you never know, it could come in absolute dead last. So there you have it. These are my top 5 allocated bourbons on my shelf at the moment. We do these every so often when we get new bottles in and we do reviews, we drink them, we see how they fare, going head to head against other bottles. And well, this is my newest rendition of my top 5 favorite allocated bourbons on my shelf. Like I said, I want to know what your favorite allocated bourbons are down in the comments below. Let me know as well what you think about the new backdrop. We changed it up a little bit. We got a little bit of a different scene back there. It's not just a nice white wall. We got some color going on back there. And well, the bourbon room is on the up. We are changing things up in here. And well, once it's complete, I will for sure give you all a tour of the final bourbon room. But until next time, this has been Nathan with The Everyday Drinker. Cheers.